What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another exciting episode of ForneverWorld. In this episode, we've got some stories to talk about. In case you aren't subscribed, you definitely should do so. Subscribe down there, hit the bell to get all notifications. That way you'll always be notified and get the ForneverNews. I got all the scoop. Definitely subscribe, hit that bell, and enjoy. Okay, people, so for starters, we got a big update regarding apparently Pokemon and more live action. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this whole thing goes. I got the scoop on that one. We also got a big unfortunate article that came out recently regarding the author, the creator of Black Lagoon, and a very, very sad struggle that he's been having for a decade now. We're going to talk about it. We got some bad news for the Golden Kamuy manga, Golden Kamuy fans in general. We'll talk about that. We got some pretty awesome news, a big update for the Vinland Saga anime season 2 in particular. There was a lot of people that were worried because of some information that had came out, but yeah, I'm here to quell some concerns regarding the Vinland Saga anime for season 2 at the very least. We got the top 10 best-selling manga of the week. We got a big update for the Yasuke manga that's supposed to be coming out. It's supposed to be like adapting, and I want to say it's even continuing on from the story of the anime. And huge story regarding the Bleach manga somewhat returning for the 20th anniversary of Bleach. So major stuff there. Without further ado, people, let's jump into another exciting episode of ForneverNews, the only news source that provides anything and everything anime and manga related, and we don't bore you. We get into it. Let's do it.
No matter how you feel, get it done. No matter how you feel, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done.
Okay, people, so for starters, let's talk a little bit of Pokemon, because recently there was some murmurings and apparently Variety learned that they're making a Pokemon live action series. It said, Netflix, I Choose You, a new live action Pokemon series is in early development at the streaming giant. Variety has learned exclusively, and diving deeper into it, it said, Pokemon live action series is in early development at Netflix from Lucifer's Joe Henderson. As the project is still in its early days, no details are available about the plot. However, sources say that Joe Henderson is attached to write and executive produce. Henderson currently serves as co-showrunner and executive producer on the popular Netflix series Lucifer, which is preparing to air its 6th and final season at the streamer. Sources also say that the project would be a live-action series akin to the Detective Pikachu film starring Ryan Reynolds and Justice Smith that was released in 2019. Reps for Netflix and Henderson did not immediately respond to Variety's request for comment. The move to develop an original Netflix Pokemon series comes as the streamer has made itself the home to multiple existing Pokemon shows, including Pokemon Indigo League and Pokemon Journeys, among others. Netflix has also been making a strong push into anime in recent years, having previously announced original series based on Far Cry, Splinter Cell, and Terminator. Netflix has been moving into more live-action adaptations of anime titles as well, including the upcoming Cowboy Bebop and One Piece. Oh god. Live action shows. The streamer recently released a live action Death Note film in 2017. In addition to his work on Lucifer, Henderson is currently developing a series adaptation of the comic book series Shadecraft at Netflix, which was announced in March. Henderson penned the comic alongside artist Lee Garbett. Henderson is co-writing the pilot of that project with Georgia Lee, with both also executive producing. Garbett will produce. Henderson is also known for his work on shows such as 11/22/63 at Hulu and Graceland and White Collar at USA Network. He is rep by the Cartel. The Pokemon franchise as a whole has become a worldwide phenomenon since first launching in 1995. Okay, we don't need to know all about that. I guess the only other thing would be Detective Pikachu proved to be a box office success upon its release. The film grossed over $430 million worldwide on a reported budget of $150 million. Now, I'll be honest with you, when I very first read this, when I very very first saw the headline at the very least, like, oh, they're making a live action Pokemon, I was kind of like, oh no. But then I thought about it a little bit more, and I remembered Detective Pikachu. I want to say I saw Detective Pikachu a lot later than everybody else. Detective Pikachu was actually, it was decent. It was a good, fun, family friendly film. I had a fun time with it. I liked it. I was like, holy shit, it's crazy. It took however many years, but they finally made Pokemon into live action. So if it's something along the lines of that, I think it could be kind of cool. It's kind of weird that they have a writer on Lucifer that's going to be working on executive producing this thing. So I don't know how that's going to work. Maybe they're going to make it like super freaking dark, because let's be honest, would a family friendly Pokemon series really like blow up on, like, you know, as a series? Like a movie is different because people have been waiting since like 98 to see Pokemon, you know, what they're going to do if they ever did live action. So that's a little bit different than a ongoing TV series. They would have to have like a lot of really interesting things. They would have to, I'm imagining we get like some cameos of Team Rocket, Jesse, James, Meowth and shit like that. So there's some really cool stuff, but to keep a series going, they got to do something really like, oh my god. Because I mean, I don't know if they'll adapt like the Pokemon, you know, anime. I don't think they'd end up doing that, because that would kind of be like, that would be awesome if they got it right, but in general it's just going to be weird to see how they're going to do, because also a Pokemon live action series means that that's a lot of money. It took 150 million to do that movie. You know, a series, it's going to take a lot of money. Are they going to put the proper budgets in to get the, you know, Pokemon looking right and stuff? There's a lot of questions to be had regarding this, so we got to wait and see, because I hate when they do things like this and then they'll have like the entire series, like every episode you'll see like maybe 1 or 2 Pokemon and that's it, because of budget reasons. Like, we'll see. But either way, Pokemon live action series being developed at Netflix, kind of crazy to think about, but yeah, it could be good. I liked Detective Pikachu. Moving forward, we got a very, very sad update from the creator of Black Lagoon. Now, he's been pretty infamous for a lot of different reasons. For starters, like Black Lagoon alone, it's been on like a lot of hiatuses, you know, things like that. Then there was those comments from like, I want to say 2010-ish, where it was kind of basically him saying like, yo, if you pirate my manga, fuck you. In other words, there was a lot of controversy there. However, this kind of adds up and makes sense, and I'm not saying that mental health excuses certain behaviors, because a lot of people were mad at the author of Black Lagoon, but I totally get it. I understand it. Let's read this article so you guys could even know what I'm talking about. Black Lagoon manga creator comments on serialization. My depression hasn't gone away. Since 2010, the Black Lagoon manga has had a sporadic publishing schedule, with only 2 volumes being released over the past decade. Earlier today, the creator of the manga, Rei Hito, responded to a question asking why the series has not been consistently serialized, to which Hito bluntly replied, "It's just that my depression hasn't gone away, so I can't work as much as I'd like." The quoted tweet was deleted but archived on Otakumu. An outpouring of support came from fellow fans of the series on Twitter, wishing Hito the best and hoping he continues to look after himself. Answering some more questions and replies, Hito mentioned that he's been battling depression for the last 10 years, and that while working is difficult, he's doing his best in moving forward with the manga as much as he can without rushing. And yeah, Black Lagoon began in 2002. Holy cow. But that honestly makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Like, when you're in that zone, you know, as somebody like myself that I've battled with depression for a very long time now, it's hard. Sometimes you don't want to do nothing, and sometimes it takes everything in you just to get out of bed. You know what I'm saying? Especially having a job like manga, like where you kind of can work at your own pace to a certain degree, the way he has it. Like, yeah, you're gonna draw when you want, when you feel up to it, because depression, it can really immobilize you. Like, a lot of people still don't understand how severe depression can be. So my heart 1000% goes out to this author. I'm wishing him nothing but the best. Go at your own pace, don't rush, because yeah, depression is no joke at all. Like, it's real serious, and that makes a lot of sense, and that kind of explains a lot of things of the hiatuses, the kind of snarky remarks over the years and shit. Like, he's just not in the right headspace, to say the least. So again, best wishes, positive vibes, and my heart goes out to the author of Black Lagoon. Do what you need to do, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully he's getting some help with that, because yeah, 10 years of depression, it can really, you know, be heavy. It can really weigh heavy on you. So my heart goes out to him, and hopefully everything gets better over time, or just take it one day at a time. Okay, people, next up, we got a big update on Golden Kamuy. Apparently, the series is entering its final arc. According to this, it says Golden Kamuy manga enters final arc on July 29th. Satoru Noda's Golden Kamuy manga will enter its final arc in this year's 35th issue of Shueisha's Young Jump magazine on Thursday. Every chapter of the manga will be available for free on the Yanjan app and Tonari no Young Jump manga website from Thursday until September 17th. The manga entered its climax in May. The manga entered a hiatus in June, and it will return from hiatus on Thursday. And yeah, basically it is going to be entering its final arc, which is always sad to note, and at the same time it's kind of weird because usually the climax is basically like the final arc as well. So for them to say it entered the climax a few months ago and then say it's entering the final arc, basically more than likely means that yeah, it's not going to last that much longer. When they double down on it's ending, no, it's really ending, that means that I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't make it to 2022. This arc is probably not going to be that long, and if it's entering it on July 29th, I'd imagine this is going to, yeah, wrap up within the next couple months. And it's a shame, but if it has a good, ending and it wraps up properly and it gives proper closure to things, then by all means do what you gotta do. I really enjoyed, I always say this whenever I talk about Golden Kamuy, but I really enjoyed that first season and I really need to get back on it. I think there was like 2 more seasons after that. I really need to watch some more Golden Kamuy. I had a great time with it. It was very interesting, and let me hurry up with this video so I can go watch some Golden Kamuy, damn it. But yeah, July 29th, final arc, Golden Kamuy. Next up, big update on the Vinland Saga anime. Now, there was murmurings when the 2nd season got announced that it wasn't going to be handled by Wit and this and that, so a lot of people were worried. Like, it was confirmed that I think one of the directors was going to stay on board, but people had no idea what was going to happen, and they were really worried, like, oh, it's going to suck, it's going to be like what happened with One Punch Man from season 1 to 2, a dip and all of this other stuff. Well, apparently it's been confirmed that majority of the people that worked on season 1 of Vinland Saga is going to remain working on Vinland Saga. Let's read. Vinland Saga TV anime director confirmed season 2 will have almost the same staff. After a little bit of worrying over what is happening with the 2nd season of Vinland Saga, director Shuhei Yabuta has confirmed on his Twitter account that the 2nd season adaptation of Makoto Yukimura's manga series will have quote-unquote almost the same team composition who are motivated to concentrate on this season. And then here was a post that said, time goes by really fast. This 1 year, our team had many problems to solve and we have made difficult decisions, but fortunately the team composition is almost the same and we are motivated to concentrate on this season. So they had some issues, but they got it done. And yeah, it was previously confirmed that Yabuta will be returning as the director, even though he switched his anime studio affiliation to Mappa from Madbox, who used to work closely with Wit Studio. And I ain't gonna lie, that is a very big sigh of relief. In case you missed it, I released it, I don't know, a week or 2 ago, my 2-year-old filmed Vinland Saga review. I had filmed it like right after the anime ended and X, Y, and Z happened in my life and I never got a chance to release it. But yeah, basically said Vinland Saga was a perfect anime, and if you would have switched staff and all that stuff, we probably wouldn't have gotten the same level of quality. So him saying for the most part it's going to be the same, hopefully that means that the art and animation is going to remain the same, everything, the feel of it is going to remain the same, because from what I heard with Vinland Saga season 2, it's going to be either a hit or miss for fans because it's very, very different from season 1. Hopefully it doesn't mean that it's like going to be a massive dip or anything, but we gotta wait and see. I'm going to be very open-minded just because season 1 was so freaking out of the park that I can only imagine what season 2 is going to be, and regardless, I have so much respect and admiration for this story, for this anime, manga, whatever you want to call it, both formats in general, because Vinland Saga is freaking amazing. I can't wait for the 2nd season, and again, it's great news that for the most part, majority of the staff is going to remain the same, which means that hopefully we get a really, really good season 2. Okay, next up, people, we got the top 10 selling manga of the week. We don't have the top 50. I'll talk about that one in a future FORNEVER news once we get them, but we got the top 10, and for the most part in the top 10, I mean, coming in at number 10 is Honey Lemon Soda Side Stories, and that's apparently a Shueisha title. I was gonna say, oh, that's probably not Shueisha, but yeah, it's probably like some one-off stuff or something along the lines of that. Number 9, Horimiya. Number 8, Mystery to Lunakare. No idea what the heck that is. Number 7, My Hero Academia with 91,000 copies this week. Number 6, Kimetsu no Yaiba, the Yaiba that keeps on Kimetsuing. I don't know what the fuck. 95,000 still, Jesus Christ. Number 5, Soso no Frieren, 128,000. Number 4, Honey Lemon Soda. Okay, wow. So what the hell is this Honey Lemon Soda thing? That series as a whole has 186,000 this week, but then the side story is 82,000. What's going on there? Jujutsu Kaisen at number 3 with 187,000. Let's go, baby. Gege, let's go. We back. Almost. We back. Number 2, Kingdom, 223,000. Oh my God, Kingdom. But number 1, Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my God. Tokyo Revengers, number 1. 1.3 million, fam. Be like, yo, Kingdom number 2, which shout outs to Kingdom. I always got to give Kingdom its props. Shout outs to Kingdom, 223,000. But then you go to number 1, and there's 1.1 million more copies sold than the number 2 spot. Oh my god, Tokyo Revengers. Oh my god, the levels of success. And again, the anime has been phenomenal, so it's so well deserved. Like, the quality of the anime, the quality of the story, I should say, is phenomenal, because the anime sometimes, like, it could use better art and animation. Well, really animation, so there's that. But Tokyo Revengers, fam, 1.3 million. Let's go. Number 1 most sold series of the week. That's insane. But yeah, people, when we get the top 50 volume sales and all that jazz, we'll talk about that. But those are the top 10 best-selling series of the week. Okay, next up, we got an update on, remember we talked about Yasuke, that it was originally, you know, the Netflix original anime and stuff like that, and that they were doing a manga. Well, according to this, we got the debut color page of the new manga series Yasuke by Satoshi Okunishi, adapting the Netflix anime series in the latest monthly Spirits issue. And Yasuke looks like he lost a little bit of weight and a little bit of muscle tone in this one. I ain't gonna lie, I like the design. He looks really dope in it, but looks a little bit different than the anime version, which that's to be expected. Manga and anime usually have different art styles, and of course this isn't the same person that did the character designs, I'm imagining, for the anime and stuff like that. But yeah, Yasuke looking a little bit different. It looks like he ain't been lifting, fam. Do you lift, Yasuke? No. But yeah, maybe they could do some really good things with this, because like, if they're getting a manga, you know how they usually say the manga's better than the anime. Maybe it'll be the case. Maybe they'll get rid of the mechs and all that shit that people really despised about the Yasuke anime, because in Yasuke there's a really awesome story to be told, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it goes. But yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I like it. It's just different. It's gonna take a little getting used to it. And I don't know if I'm gonna read it or wait till like the volumes come out and then read it. I'm gonna read it eventually, but I don't know if I'll read it like monthly or however the heck it gets released. Like, we'll see. But yeah, that's the Yasuke from the manga in comparison to the Yasuke from the anime. A little bit different there, folks. Okay, people, and lastly, huge story. Bleach kind of sort of returning with the manga at the very least for the 20th anniversary. According to this, it says Bleach will be receiving a new special chapter of 73 pages to commemorate its 20th anniversary in Weekly Shonen Jump issue number 36/37. So major Bleach chapter coming, and I am very excited to see what the hell they're gonna do. Like, for starters, okay, so it's celebrating the 20th anniversary, right? They're probably going to want to give, or Kubo's gonna want to give you everything you love about Bleach within this also 73 pages. I'm hoping that it's not like something that is prior to the ending of Bleach, because that would kind of be like, I mean, I'd take whatever at this point. It's been so freaking long without any Bleach manga, anime, or anything like that. I'll take whatever, but I would love for it to be after the manga ended, maybe a story of like maybe Ichigo's child or Rukia's child or something like that, and it kind of all intertwines. Maybe Bach tried to return, Yuha Bach tried to return for a moment and they had to shut him down, or Aizen escaped for a little, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many different things. Or it could just be like a simple story, maybe a small hollow, maybe like one of their children, again, Ichigo or Rukia's children, kind of encounter a hollow and how they deal with it. But then again, like, I'm imagining those children are pretty freaking powerful, so it's gonna be interesting to see how the hell they handle anything in this one. And either way, I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm imagining that this is ramping up for the big Bleach anime return, so I'm excited about that. But yeah, 73 page chapter to commemorate the 20th anniversary. Whatever it is, I'm sure this is something like, you know, Kubo's had what, 5 freaking years to think of something, so whatever it is, I'm sure it's going to be awesome, very exciting. And yeah, Bleach, this is probably going to be the big start of the revival of the Bleach franchise, and let's do it, baby. I'm ready. It's been long enough. We've had our doubts, we've had our worries, we've had our concerns, but we back, baby. Bleach. Yeah, but I'm curious what you guys thought of the stories we talked about in this episode. The new Pokemon live action series from Netflix, what are your expectations for that? Black Lagoon author's 10-year depression, again, just send positive vibes to that, man. Like, you know, depression is no joke, mental health is no joke by any means. Yeah, wishing the best for him. Golden Kamuy's final arc, are you excited for that? Are you disappointed? Is it wrapping up good? Like, did it tie up most of its loose ends? Vinland Saga anime, great news for season 2 that the staff is for the most part going to be the same. You hype about that one. Top 10 selling manga series of the week. Yo, Tokyo Revengers, what are you doing here? The Yasuke manga, what are your thoughts on the new design for Yasuke for the manga? Yay, nay, and new Bleach one-shot chapter, 70-something pages for the 20th anniversary of Bleach. Are you hype about that? And your thoughts on any of the stories we covered in this episode. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Hit that bell to get all notifications. And if you want to follow any of my other social media, links are in the description below. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule: anime and manga for life. Bye. Have an awesome day. Peace in. And you guys just watched another episode of ForneverNews. Have an awesome day.